Hey guys, NV here, and in this video, I want to show you how to change eye color in a photograph. Okay, so I already have a photograph loaded. I'm going to go in this Photoshop, and here's our photograph. If you do not have one, again, you can download this photograph directly from the photographer from the link below this video. Now, what I want to do right off, similar to what I did before, I want to go down here and create a folder, and I'm going to Alt click by holding the Alt key and clicking on this folder. And I'm going to say eye color. Okay. And now I want to go ahead and zoom in here a little bit. Just a little. And I'm going to go ahead and tap the Q key on the keyboard. Again, this activates our layer mask. But let's go to the background, making sure our background layer is selected. And again, activate the quick mask effect here. And then, as you can tell, it's red. I'm going to tap the B key on the keyboard. And making sure your background, your foreground is black. I'm going to zoom in here. And I want to go ahead and change the brush size a little bit. About like that, somewhere around there. Actually, I'm going to have it smaller because I'm going to do this part first. And that should be good enough. And I want the hardness to be about, I don't know, 55 or somewhere around there, I think. Maybe 50. And I'm going to go ahead and start painting in this little area, but only the color of the eye. That's the only thing we want to mess is to affect. Okay. I'm going to try to be decent about this and try to be neat, but I am on a time constraint here. So I'm just bring it in like that, just so I can do the smaller area of the eye. I'm going to make the brush bigger. And I'm going to paint just the color of the eye, like I said. Just like that right there. See if I can't be neat about this. The beauty of a mask, though, is you can always undo it or remove if you've painted too much. So, for example, if I went whoops like that, you notice the color palette over here. Tap the X key on the keyboard. This will give us the white. And we want to go ahead and brush over that just like so. Okay. Again, tap the X key to give our black back in the foreground. Just wanted to show you that so you're aware. You can easily correct your mistake if you make any. I do all the time, so just part of doing these types of things. Trial and error. All right, so that looks pretty good. And I'm gonna go to the next eye. Next part of the eye, the other eye. And I'm going to do the same thing, zoom in here. And I'm going to just paint the color just in this little area here. Just like so. Try to be neat about this, of course. I recommend you taking your time, of course, if you want it to be believable or at least, look kind of cool at the end result. You don't want to have it too bad around the edges. So that looks pretty good. And what I'm going to do is size the brush up a little bit and start painting in here. Zoom out. And again, just very neatly, like so. Just like that. Okay. And get just around this area here. That looks pretty good. Not too bad. Yeah, it's not too bad. Again, this is just for demonstration, so I don't want to be too perfect, I don't believe. It's easier said than done, of course. But that's just how it works. Okay. It looks pretty good. So what I'm gonna fix this little area here though. Just like so. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and tap the H key to get our hand tool here. And I want to tap the Q key again, zoom out. And again, this selection is inversed. We don't want that. We want to have it We don't want the edge of the document to have the marching ants, so hold Control Shift, tap the I key on the keyboard, and now only the eyes are selected here. And I'm going to zoom in here. And now we're going to select the eye folder, EyeColor folder here. I'm going to go down to the Fill and Adjustment layer, right here, bottom of the Layers panel. Click on that and go to Hue, Saturation, just like so. And right here it says Colorize. Select that box. And now your eyes should at least show a different tonality or color. What I want to do is make them like a blue. So somewhere around something like that, I think look pretty good. 205, I might even bring the saturation up a little bit, say to about 40, 45. Yeah, that looks good right there. I'm gonna go ahead and leave it just like that. And another trick, what we're gonna do, we'll zoom in on the eyes here again. You notice this mask, see we have our mask selected already, which is good. If you don't, just click on that black color box here. I'm gonna hold the Alt key and click on that, and that just reveals the mask. And if you notice, I did miss some little areas. And that's the beauty of revealing that mask like that. You can just paint that over, okay? Making sure your white is in the foreground, okay? And that's the beauty of doing this. This is a very good technique to do, is to show your mask. And I will show you another technique that's a pretty good one. And that looks pretty good. I'm going to fix this part though, just because it just bugs me. And I think that's just a highlight. Let me look at that. Yeah. Okay. I can definitely go ahead and clean that up. And now I'm going to go ahead and go to this up here to properties right here. And I want to make this, I want to feather this just ever so slightly. So about 1.5 should be good, just very little. Now I'm going to go ahead and just select this color, hue and saturation color here. Now it just goes back to the normal view here. If you don't know how to do that or didn't work for you, just Alt click again on this and it'll change it back like this. Now, one more little trick I'm going to do is right now our mode is in normal. I want to go ahead and change that and move it down to color. Now watch the eyes when I do this. Watch the color of the eye when I do this. It will create a much better natural blend of the photo of her eye. So when I select color, watch the color. I select the blend mode. See that? Go back to normal and watch it again. Boom. See, it grabs all the natural highlights of her eye. So it looks more natural. Okay. So that's a nice little trick for you. Another thing, if you want to make sure that you've gotten a fairly decent mask around the eye, you can hold the control key and select on this mask. See how my cursor has the marquee looking cursor over it? Just click on that one time. And now you can see the marching ants around your mask. Okay. And that looks pretty good to me. So I'm going to deselect that by Control D. And that's pretty much how easy it is to change an eye color. I will do one more step. This I wasn't going to, but I'm going to now because I just can't not do it. So what I'm going to do is go into this channels panel right here. If you don't have that, go up to Window and Channel. Okay, channels. What I'm going to do is hold Control and I'm going to select either green. Let me see here. Yeah, what I'm going to do is select the, I think the green. Just hold Control key and click on the green like so. Okay. And now what I want to do is inverse the selection. That's Control Shift and tap the I key, or you can go up to select and inverse right here. And now I'm going to go down to the fill and adjustment icon again. And I'm going to select solid color and I want black and click OK. There we go. One more trick we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and expand the eye color if you haven't already. And I'm going to click on this control, hold the control key and click on the eye mask, just like that. Select the color fill mask, only the mask, and make your foreground black. Okay, because we want to have our background white. Hold Control key and backspace. Oops, actually, it's the other way around. Tap the X, make sure your foreground is white. Hold the Control key and tap the backspace key, just like so. And now we can deselect. What this did is pretty much masked out the eyes of this shade right here. Allows it to go through. So what I'm going to do is drag this color fill down underneath the eye color folder. And I'm going to go ahead and name this shade, just like that. I'm going to put that in a folder by holding the Alt and Shift key and name it shade, just like so. I'm going to go ahead and minimize that by clicking the arrow. And now you can see how dramatic that is, but I'm going to tone this down to about the opacity here to about 40. I only want a hint of some shade here, some shading, just like so. And that looks good to me, okay? And I'm going to, one more thing I will do, just in case you're wondering. And I'm going to go ahead and minimize this right here, expand this folder. I'm going to duplicate this layer. I'm going to hold the Alt key, click, and drag up until you get this double arrow like that. Just release. And I want to show you this just in case you want to create something fanciful and you want really out of this world looking color. What you can do is go ahead and double click on this hue and saturation, and you can just crank up these colors here, this hue, and change it to pretty much some wild colors if you wanted to. Say 300. And maybe make that even a little bit brighter, say 55 or something. Okay. Just wanted to show you that you don't have to stay with a blue or any other color. You can have any color you want. But I just figured I would show you so you're aware that you can do some pretty cool stuff with this. And I'm just going to go ahead and double click on hue saturation 1. I'm going to name it color, eye color 2, and then eye color 1. Why not? It's blue. We could have named it blue and then pink, but I think it's fine where it is. And I do like the result of this. It actually is pretty cool. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and save this by going up to File and Save As. Save on your computer. And we're going to name this Changing Eye Color, just like that. And click Save and OK. And let's save it as an image as well. Save it as a JPEG, just like so, and save. And there we go. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up. And until next time, I will see you in another video.